All right, we are in the Summer Shores tournament. We're in the weekend round in the rookie division. We're on the back nine. So I was trying to get 14 aside. Like, I know that 14 is not going to win it. Like, somebody's going to have shot like a 32 or some monster number. But I think if you shoot a minus 28, you can at least be like, I'm thinking that might be top 5, but maybe top 10, right? So, like, that's my goal. So wanting to come in, and I dropped hole number 1, and I've played this hole 1,000 times in one-on-one with a freaking Marlin, where I just drive it out into the rough, and I hit the shot with a Nirvana all the time. Nirvana Spitfire, that area, so it really bums me that I missed it. But I've missed that shot where I've been off the green, like I'm not pulling it right. So I am going to practice it just once. Let's make sure we got the right bag. We want to bring, if we get to the area that we're looking to, and this wind is not helpful or hurtful, it's harder unless you bring out a topspin boost ball. I think I'm just going to bring out a normal power 5 and see what it looks like. Go straight, plus 10 on the drive. All right. Extra mile. I think we're looking for topspin, so that one is the bag. There is a rough bump that's there, and I believe that I'm in my Hornet range. I'm going to switch this out for a... What bag is that? That's bag number 2, bag number 1. I'm going to bring bag number 1 and that ball. That's what I'm going to do. Here we go. Here, let's go. Let's actually go practice it instead of playing it. How many practice tokens do I have? I have 2. Let's get something running. Just in case we want to practice some more, which, like, this is the deal. Let's reload that. Selected. Let's put none on here. All right, now we're ready. Now we are finally ready. Now I'm gonna practice. Practice. Plus 10 on the drive, 1.1 times whatever the wind is, divided by 2.1. It's probably 2.0 with a power 5 ball. If I can get an opponent. There we go. I go first. 4. 2.22 rings. .22 rings. I need to turn my grid on. It's me about a ring and a third into power. Hit it like 1 ring great to the right. That's not gonna clip the tree. I was going to say that wasn't going to kill me, but they clipped the tree. I don't think I've ever had that happen before. Look at that. And I am a long ways away. Like, I hit it into the rough. Where was I at? I might be able to recover from there. I'm going to learn my lesson on these recovery shots, because I have a MO when I play one-on-one that, you know, if your drive doesn't work out like you want, just put it in a good area. Put it in the best spot. Like, you're going to have to take the shot from distance or just lay it up. Make sure you're in the middle of everything. about as far as they can get. Yeah, maybe. In the center here, 3/7. I'm at max. I'm going to do 2 rings. That's 4. That was like 1 ring, great to the right. It's all about this second bounce. Excellent. Recovered. Not yet. I still got some work to do, but I put myself in a recovery area. No shot at the Albie. I think I was in the rough yesterday. I did a rough bump, and I didn't think the way the wind was blowing that, like, if I underpulled it, it was going to push me farther out onto the rough, and I didn't really pull over into the sand. But I ended up, I think there was a curve in the arc right there, and I was at the apex, and when you come over, and this area here on the arc was sand on either side. But if I'd hit it absolutely straightforward perfect, it would have hit the right part. Got stuck. Damn it. Perfect. In the hole. In the hole. All right. I recovered. I didn't make the same mistake that I made on the front. And I struggled. Look at that. I broke through at the adversity. Still didn't get to actually that was practice. So I practiced. It's a draw. All right. Was that a practice round? It was. All right. Let's see if we can get that shot. Now, let's not hit the tree. Let's think about how I hit that tree. So on hole number 1, I don't think I've ever done that before. It was definitely this tree right here that I hit as I went through, because I was coming through on this lane trying to bring it. You actually have to clip out in the rough and bleed out here. It's not too bad having failed in this spot. I was trying to pinch the deal, and I should have put myself a little bit more to the left. I'm going to take the same exact stuff. Let's see if we can get it done this time. All right. Second time is the charm. %10 on the drive. My opponent is hitting over to the spot. I will say about that spot over there is if you fail, if you're way up in the front on the rough, I think, depending on the ball that you brought, you can recover. But if you're up here in this mouth area or at the very, like, mid drive and you don't catch it, screw my opponent up. Sorry about that, bro. Get my grit going. If you get caught up here at the beginning, like right there on that second bounce, how close it was to the rough, they're in a perfect spot. That dog will hunt. Perfect. Perfecto. That's right where they wanted to hit. 2.8, 1.54 rings. 0.28, 1.54 rings. Puts me about 3/4 of a ring into power. I'm not sure you can get it done without a topspin boost ball. And I jerked up and clipped the rough down there at the bottom. A little teeny bit of headwind. Well, at least I'm recovering with my Nirvana this time. Well, I have different tools. The Spitfire has more topspin. Not quite as much power, but it has a lot more topspin. It's 120 versus 135, so it's quite a bit lower, but for sand wedges, it's awesome. But it has near 100 topspin. My opponent's got a sniper. I have no idea where they're at in their club. If they were at max, they did right at about 3 rings. Somewhere in that neighborhood. Hit it perfect. And I have no idea where it'll go. But in the hole looks good. That looks good. Hey, that means I can go for it. That means I can go for it, and I got an Albie. Alright, can I get to the spot? Max overpower shot. I can. So it's 2.9 1.6 rings, 2 backspin, no side spin. I'm just going to try it. I got a free shot. I was trying to clip. That would have been a spectacular shot if it had went in. I didn't have time to do the 1.59, 1.6 ring pull. And I knew the little bit of headwind was going to keep it so that it didn't overshoot the rough. If I just did a max OP shot. Close. They say, well, I would have been able to just lay it up there, but might as well go for it since I had a free shot. Since I had a free one. That's why you should always be kind to your opponents. Hole number 11. All right. Now this is another one that, like, I've left it plus 10 to the cup, plus 0.2, 1-to-1 plus 0.2. I'm in mid sniper, so I'm taking an APOC and a Kingmaker. APOC. Let's pick the bag. I could pick the bag from the other screen, but I'm having to change some of my APOC sniper. And I'm taking a Kingmaker. A major one. Let's take a major Kingmaker. We really can get this. So what we could do is we could bring out a precision ball. Just for this hole. What do we need to do here? APOC plus 10, 3 backspin, 3 right hand side spin, plus 10 mark. 3 Powerball, it's I'm looking at my notes here. I got Kingmaker, plus 10 mark, 3 backspin, 3 right hand side spin, plus 10% on the drive, times the wind, divided by 1.5. Alright. I think we're ready. Let's go get is this an eagle hole? I think it is. I think it is. Let's go get the eagle. Plus 10 of the cup, plus 0.2. 1 to 1 plus 0.2. Okay, it's 3 and 3. 3, 1, 2, 3. 3 and 3. Going back to the plus 10 mark. 3.1, 2.27 rings. .27 exactly. Hit it perfect. Get out there on the tip. All right, what is my second shot? My second shot, I should be a mid sniper. So mid sniper is 1.1, and I was adding on 10%. So it's 1 to 1 plus 0.2. 4.5 backspin, a quarter left-hand side spin. I think the deal is I should just, on the spin, I should plus 1 to 1 plus 0.2. I should set it up where I can set it up and custom do the spin for this shot. Perfecto. It's hard to get over and land on the other side. I mean, that spot right there, you got a great shot from there. But the deal is it's hard to keep it up. There's the sniper. So it's 2.8. It's 3. Hitting it perfect. Let's see if I hit the rough. I did the plus. Oh, I didn't do the plus. Did I do the plus 0.2? I don't think I did. It was the wind plus 0.2. I think I did. I think I did the 0.2. 0.3 would have been better. The rings were a little jacked up down there, so I wasn't sure about the pool. All right, back to the drawing board. Damn it, I like that hole too. I like our odds. They're not perfect odds, but I do like that hole is fun. Grizzly. All right. 0.9 per ring, 2 backspin, 1 left-hand side spin, plus 10 minus 0.1. 1.1 times whatever the wind is divided by 0.9 minus 0.1. Let's see which way the wind is blowing. I think I made this on the front. I've made this several times this week. All right, hole number 12. Hole number 12. What do we have in store for us here? I'm going to change that around. All right, let's make sure I've got what I need here. I need a grizzly and a navigator. And I think what I'm going to do just because I really want to make sure, I really want to give myself as good a chance as possible today. I'm going to bring one of these balls. 0 power 5, 4, 5. And a grizzly. Alright, so let's play it. Alright, 1.1 times whatever the wind is, divided by 0.9 plus 0.1. If I can get an opponent. Hold number 12. We're on hold number 12. We're on hold number 12. I will bet money I'll go first. Farty from the GL Old Boys. I wonder if he's a founding member. He's a pretty fart smeller. 2.5. 3.15 rings. .15 rings. Three, 2. And I'm glad I had a perfect ball. Woo! In the hole! Look at that. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. I actually felt like the force was with me on that. I was thinking that when I was actually setting it up. Like I was like, the force is with me. I am one with the force. That was, I added on 10% times the wind, which was 2.5, divided by 0.9 per ring, which is, I was in max grizzly. 0.9 with a low wind ball, a low power ball, plus 0.1. And the way the wind's blowing, I probably could have added on plus 0.2 there and hit the flagpole. I just barely caught the cup. Let's see if they hit it perfect. Perfect. And probably plus 0.1, plus 0.2 for them, and they would have been in the cup. Close. Close. All right. All right. All right. All right. That's what we're talking about. Picking one up. I have no idea where we're at, but I'm going to pick up everything we can because I started the round off by dropping hole number 1, so we need to pick up everything we can possibly pick up. Wasn't that the hole we just played? That was. Hole number 4. We're on hole number 13. Let me scoop my notes here. Hole number 13. Alright, I have had problems with this hole. I haven't been in the spot that I want to be in. We are on hole number 13 for sure. And which way is the wind blowing? The wind is side. So there's several, if you're up here at the top versus down here at the bottom, let's get where we can see the screen. If you're up here at the top versus down here at the bottom, if you draw a line from the cup to the deal and you look at your arc, you're quite a bit out of the arc. So if you get way down here, you may not have to bring something really big. You could probably do it with just a 3-power ball in order to do the rough bump that's here. Otherwise, you're bouncing off the island, and you're probably going to try a second bounce rough bump to get to the cup. But in order to get up there, you need to bring the right stuff. And from the center lane, there's a center pad here. You can barely get there. And I've been just trying to get to that center pad and bring out a little bit bigger stuff. So I'm gonna bring a power 5 ball. And I think I can get there with my grizzly, or with my think I have a bag set up for it. Thor's Hammer, Guardian. I think I can get there with that Guardian. Here we go. Alright, what does it say? My notes say I'm pulling back to the plus 10 mark. Thor's Hammer. Now, I was doing the 3 top spin and I was up at the top, and I've tried 5 and I'm catching a really massive slide. So I'm going to do 4 top spin, 1 left hand side spin. And with a power 5 ball, it's 1.6 per ring. So it's 1.1 times whatever the wind is divided by 1.6. All right, here we go. Here we go. Plus 10 mark. 4 top spin. Let's make a note of that. We're going to put an X through the 3 and we're going to try 4 top spin. And I'm still working on the shots of the cup because I've been in inconsistent spots where you can recover down there with the Nirvana barely. You actually have a little bit of a look at it, but you're not going to make it, but you at least have the hope that it will make it. It needs like 6.5. It needs a little bit more topspin than what it has. Probably like 10-15% more. Let's do the wind first, because you know I'm going to go first. I can't believe. Look at that. How many times my opponent's gone first this round. I hear the train a blowing. There's some train tracks below my house. A switching station, actually. See if my opponent can get to the right spot. Now, you can get down there with a lower power ball, but the deal is I think on the second shot, if you have a lower power ball, you have to bounce it over. But if you bring out a big enough ball, you can hit off of the island. You just cannot end up in the rough here. That's the deal. This drive can go wild. Wild, I say. My opponent hit it perfect. Right there on the top. Did they catch the slide? No, they bounced right through it and ended up right where they wanted and never caught the slide. Perfect. Perfecto. Okay, pulling back to the plus 10. 2.6. 1.8 rings. Good. 4 and 1. Pulling back to the plus, pushing up to the plus 10 mark. Two rings off, 2.6, 1.78 rings. .8. And a great to the left. I have no idea. I'll probably run out of fairway if it runs. I might be in the mid 336. I think I'm in the mid plateau, and that's actually kind of where I'm trying to get to. That's why I brought out a bigger ball. See, my opponent has an easy shot from there. I'm 1 tier up from them, and they're down there with a 1 power ball. I should easily be able to get there with a 5 power ball. And the shot to the cup, I'm doing it's at 1.0 per ring, 4 topspin. So I'm doing 1.1 times whatever the wind is, divided by 1. Big dog. They brought the right club. They brought the biggest hitting wood they had in their bag. Big Dog has several tools. One of them's not accuracy. I mean, if you hit it perfect, it goes perfect. But if you hit it not perfect, it's definitely off trajectory. Guardian. There's max. There's min. There's mid. I'm about mid club. So I am the wind 2-7. Oh, and I hit it great, but if that you're going to hit it great one way or the other, that was the side. But I don't think it'll go in. I think a perfect was still an overpull. I think I actually needed to take a little bit of wind off. I've had so little time to take that shot this week and been in the right spot. All right. Back to the drawing board. What would that shot have been? It would have been exactly that. Good luck. Good luck in the tournament to you too, bro. Sitting here looking at my notes. Hole number 14. Hole number 14, the fish hole. And I have had zero luck on this hole this week. I am going to practice this hole one more time. Like, I'm seeing my opponents go out there and take it with a sniper, just doing a little bit of backspin. And I'm not sure what the deal is. And it seemed like at the beginning of the week I tried it with a sniper and I was actually getting it to go. And I'm not sure if that's just because it has more ball guide. I was able to see some of the spots or what the deal is, but I'm going to practice this hole once. And let's practice it with a quasar. Select that ball. And let's make sure we have we'll start off with a sniper. We'll practice it once. One time. See if we can get because with a Guardian it's like 7 backspin and 1, I think it's 1 left hand side spin, but it does this little arc where it's coming down to the cup. You can't actually get a run right at the cup. It ain't running out right. Scooter, no squatters. Well, we're going to squat right here. We're going to squat. And I think I'm doing 10% at max. Which is like 20. I think it's at mid club, but I'm doing like 20%. But I'm only adding on 10, if that makes sense. So I'm at mid club, and if I added on 10%, it would be just 1-to-1. So I'm just playing 1-to-1, and then I'm adding on 10%. The fish hole. They almost made it. They almost got it. And that's a good ball, too. Three, so it's 3-3. There's 3-3. Getting it perfect. And it's been low. I haven't been able to get it up onto the plane. So the way it was going there is I needed to pull it more. like maybe 20%. But I've over pulled it here, and I missed the. Well, I might not have over pulled it. I might have under pulled it on that one too, and I had tailwind. That might have been the deal. I might need to add on to that, and add on like 20% or 30. But you can get it done with a sniper's backspin. And with the extra ball guide, you can get a run at it. With a Guardian, you've got more access to more backspin, but the ball guide isn't giving you as good a read. All right. Hole number 14, here we go. So I was adding on 10 on max. I'm playing it with a Guardian at 1 per ring. So I'm going to try 30%. I'm going to try 20. So 1.2 times whatever the wind is, divided by 1. Alright, we'll try it. It was like max backspin and a little bit of side spin. Like a little sliver. I think a left-hand side spin. Let's go back. Let's play that. Let's do that one more thing. Since we're just using that little teeny bit, let's cut the wind down just a little. Let's use a navigator. Let's not have to do any of that shit out on the course. Let's not have to get involved in the ball sorting out on the course. If I can get an opponent anybody who's playing the Ricky tournament should be able to get matched up with me. Like anybody. Like there's no reason why you should, like if you're playing the Ricky tournament and I'm playing the Ricky tournament, no matter what tier, no matter what, we're both playing Ricky, get matched up. Sometimes your opponent saves you. And they might save you with lower developed clubs. You might go out there with upper developed clubs and you're trying some stupid shit and you miss the rough. The most important part of a rough bump is hitting the rough. And there's a lot of rough bumps on this course. Lots of rough bumps. Lots of dangerous ass rough bumps. And I think with that wind, man, it almost feels like a 30%. I'm going to do 25 just for shits and giggles. Instead of a 10, I'm going to do max club plus 25. That's mid club plus 35. We're pretty close. See, they came out on the plane that the hole's at. Excellent. Close. 3.1. All right. I think it was max and a sliver. .87 rings, so 3.9 rings. There's 1, 2, 3. There's the 9. Hitting it perfect. See if I hit the rough where I wanted. Nope, I think I hit one. I hit one cut up, and that was an overpull. I hit up there on the top of that hill, and I don't like hitting on the top of that hill because it's domed. And so if you're trying to hit on the dome and you hit it perfect, you're good to go. But if you hit it on the front, it takes a jump, and if you hit it on the back, it goes straight up in the air, and you can end up in the sand. And so I don't like to mess with the dome up at the top. I like to do the cut right below it. And I think that ball landed first on the green side of the dome. So that was an overpull. Big time. Or an underpull, one of the two. I'll have to go back and watch it and do the deal. But all right. That was hole 14. Hole 15, we got a shot here. We got a shot on hole 15. I have no idea where I'm at in the score. I think I'm down, but I haven't really been paying attention. So I'm just trying to play my game here. Hole number 15. What is hole number 15? Is hole number 6. Alright, I'm trying to lay it up here. I'm trying to do a rough bump along this edge with the horizon. I'm trying to get out to this spot right here with an APOC, and I've been using like right around 3.5 to 4 topspin. And the way I'm setting it up, a 1 ring grate, possibly a 2 ring grate will get through right here and end up in a spot. I'm not sure what happens on the left hand side. Let's just try and hit the drive perfect. Let's shoot for that. And I need an APOC and a horizon. One of these bags has an APOC and a horizon. And I'm bringing out a power 5 ball. And we have a really good shot on this one. A really good shot. I really do think we need a power 5 ball though. A Zerk. Try and get us as low down in there as we can. I'm looking at those power 4 balls with the precision, but I think the distance in the long run is going to be what's key, so I'm going to bring the Zerk. The Zerk, I mean, how in the hell can you possibly go wrong with a Zerk? Alright, this is how you go wrong. Plus 21 mark, APOC Zerk, 1.3 per ring. 1.1 times the wind divided by 1.3. Alright, I got the drive set up. I'm doing 3 to 4 topspin. Like 3 3/4. I go first. Almost 4. Pulling back to the plus 21 mark. 2 rings off. 3.5. 3 rings. Pulling out to the black line. One ring grate to the right. And I've hit that shot and made it through the last 2 times. And the last time I hit it 2 rings grate to the right and clipped the rough right there. I was able to bleed through. That is about as far as you can get, and that is like do as I say, not as I do type shot. Holy crap, that was close. Alright, my second shot is a horizon. I'm 1.9 plus 0 to the cup. And the wind should be like right with me. So even if I make a bad wind adjustment, as long as I hit perfect, it should be good. 1.9, the wind divided by 1.9. Roll out. Works. Works. That dog will hunt right there. Alright. And we can get into the perfect spot. Maybe a ring off. .7. It's 1.42 rings. That's 1.42. Hitting it perfect. Get in the hole. Could. It could. It could. It could. Oh. And I did not want to leave it short. And I did run it through there a little bit and was taking a little bit of a risk that it would roll out, and it did exactly that. Oh. That was a great opportunity missed right there. Right there. You can see with the power 3 ball, as far as they got down in there, how far they can hit that power 3 ball. Now, I don't know what club they're hitting it with, but it's definitely, if you want to do the rough bump. And the thing is the old shot, you can get up on the green, but I don't really think there's a great look at Albie. They move the pin over to the other side, and you really don't have a look at it. Into hole. Oh, that was a close Albie. Man, that would have been nice. I've albied several of these holes, but I'm not sure if I've albied this one. I think I've picked up the shot on every hole in this tournament, except for one of the par 5s and I believe one of the par 3s, but I've made all the par 4s. And I've made at least 2 of the par 3s and 5s, so I think there is one par 3 and one par 5 I haven't made. Okay, hole number 16. We got a shot here. We're on the final 3, so we got a shot here. So if we shoot, we pick up all 3 of these. That's 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 7 and 3. Where would that put us? That would put us at 29. So we need to pick up. We got to pick up at least 2 of them if we want to get to 28. Jeez, if we want to get to the score that I wanted. Here we go. Hole number 16. We got to pick them up. Gots to pick them up. And this is one I have picked up this week. Sniper try 15% to the cup. Which way's the wind blowing? Side wind. 1.15 times whatever the wind is divided by 1 plus. Alright, I was just doing some math, seeing what I got here, and I'm going to bring a sniper and a kingmaker. So any bag with a sniper and a kingmaker. That's all I need. That's all I need. I'm going to bring one of those major ones. We're playing with majors. We're not playing, we're playing for keeps right here. Rough bump, 1 per ring. Try 15% to the cup. I've made this hole. I've made this hole this week. We will see if we can make it again today. Right here, right now. I got Farty again. It almost seemed like Farty was a real person. How amazing would that be? They might be. They went first. Bringing a katana right at the red line. And that is the spot. And they want to be, actually, I would want to be just a little bit, see if they move. I'm going to try and be a little bit more in this area for the center. Like 1 ring off of that upper rough. There's a spot down here in this area, if you're centered up like they are, it seems like it takes like a irregular bounce. It doesn't take the smooth, fluid bounce forward. I hit it perfect. Let's see if it takes that bounce. It takes that little skip. Where it skipped off of it. Let's see if we can be closer. Ooh, he's closer. 3.55 rings. I want to be more like up in this area. .55 rings. There's 3.55. Oh, I hit it great to the left. Like 2 rings. It's bad. It might get me caught up. Whew. Lucky I didn't get caught up in the rough. You got to hit it farther on the left-hand side to get out of the rough, and you're hitting in a deeper part of it when you hit to the left. No dice. No dice on the par 3. Not even a shot at it. I did make this hole once during the week, I think. Once or twice. Once, at least. Alright. It's a draw. It's a draw there, farty. Hole number 17. Hole number 17. Thor's Hammer. Let's see what this hole is. I think this is the split par 4. Yes, it is. Alright. Alright, I got this shot. I got it. I'm taking a Thor's Hammer. Let's make sure we got a Thor's Hammer and a Hornet bag. Thor's Hammer and a Hornet. Those should be the only two clubs I need. I'm not taking anything else, and I need a Kingmaker. You can't take a Hornet or a Titan. The king of balls. Alright, I'm going over to my red line and curl. Continue tournament. Hole number 17. Play it. Play it. Taking a Hornet. Wherever I'm at in my club, plus 0.2. 3 backspin. I don't think that's right. Or 3 topspin. That's not right. It's whatever topspin it takes. I don't want to be like 5 rings into the rough. The pin itself is on a little plateau. And if you get too close to the green to do the rough bump, when you go to run your ball guide up there, it hits that plateau and then it disappears. And then when it pops back on, it pops on the other side of the plateau. It almost like it cuts underneath of it. But if you pull back a little bit so you get a bounce onto the green and then roll up there, your ball guide will come back and you can walk it all the way to the cup. My opponent hit perfecto. They got right where they wanted. Let's see if they got their distance right. They got their distance absolutely killer. If they had a bigger ball, they'd probably be in wedge range. They might be in wedge range right there. It's going to be close. All right. All right. It is 1.1 times 2.8 divided by 1.7. 1.8 rings. Let's run all the topspin. Pull back to the plus 10 mark. Basically 2 rings. 1.81, 1.9, 2. Who's counting? Over to the red line and curl. Hitting it perfect. I think I've only hit it perfect over there like half the time. Should be right behind our opponent. I think our opponent got a little bit more distance. But that should put me pretty close to minimum Hornet. Where are they at? Let's see if they check their red lines. it's whatever the wind is. Well, it's wherever I'm at in my club. Plus 0.2. See what I'm talking about? They're trying to get close, so their ball guide, so if they pulled back like 4 or 5 rings into the rough and then ran their ball guide, it wouldn't be wonky like that. See what I'm talking about right there? Perfect example. Thanks for demoing that for the class. Average Joe. You can learn a lot by watching your opponents. I don't always watch my opponent, but when I do, you can pick up some nuggets. Okay, wherever I'm at in my club, plus 0.2. There's man. There's max, so there's mid. So I'm eking towards man. So it's 3.3 divided by 1.9 plus 0.2. 2 rings. Two rings. Isn't it perfect? Woo! In the hole. That's what I'm talking about right there. Picking one up. Need to pick up this last one, and I missed it. I missed several holes, but it seemed like I was pretty close on hole number 9. Maybe. Almost picked up it. Let's pick it up right here, right now. Hole number 9. Which way's the wind blowing? That wind is obviously good for us. I'm taking a Goliath. We're doing plus 10 to the cup. Hole number 9. Hole number 9. I am trying to hit over to this area right here and then Goliath it up. But I'm pretty sure, based off of what I did last time, that I could have used my Grizzly. But the Goliath worked fine. Worked just fine. And I think I was at mid Goliath with a power 5 ball. I'm taking my number 2 bag, I believe, with a Zerk, with a Burr Zerker. Here we go. All right, on the drive. Now, yes. Let's make sure that bag was the extra mile bag. Yes. Okay. Extra mile. I've got 2 sets of notes, one for APOC, one for extra mile. Zerk 6 top spin. 2 right hand side spin, plus 10 on the drive, 1.1 times whatever the wind is, divided by 2.1. And yes, it probably should be 2 with a power 5 ball. On the other side that I'm actually trying to get to, there's the fairway, then there's the first cut of the rough, and then the second cut of the rough, and I'm actually aiming to the transitional line between the first and the second cut of the rough. I can't remember if I think it's the first cut and the second cut, but it might be the second and the third cut, but I'm aiming at one of those transitional lines, and then I'm using curl to bring me back around. Six top spin. 6, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I'm aiming right there. I'm trying to be as centered as I can. 3.8. 3.8. 2 rings. Getting it perfect. We'll see if that was enough pulling out that I don't overshoot that fairway. If you can get caught up on the top up there, it rolls back down. It slows down as it goes to the top. Perfecto! That dog will hunt. That dog will hunt right there. Okay, plus 10 of the cup, 1.1 times whatever the wind is, divided by 2 per ring if I'm in mid Goliath, and I should be. Plus 0.1. %, divided by 2 plus 0.1. I think I wrote that down because I was super close on the front. Had a couple in and outs. A couple. Let's see if we can get the Albie right here. Right here, right now. I didn't bring a putter, so we got to get it. 3.1. 1.8 rings. There's min. There's max. So there's mid. So I'm eking at mid. If I had a slider, it would be perfect. 1.8 rings. If I can get lined up with the wind. There's 1, 8. Hitting it perfect. Get in the hole. Get in the hole. Get in. That's about how the whole tournament went right there. And I did the plus 0.1, and I probably should have just hit it straight up with that wind. It would have been 1.7 instead of 1.8. Slight overroll. Backbone. Gonna leave the wind on the backbone. That's like 3.8 rings. It's pretty close to, it's like at 1.2 or something. Man, don't miss. I thought they were trying to do the rough bump. I was gonna say, if they're trying to do the rough bump, they might be in trouble, because it's gonna hit the fairway. All right, I have no idea where that ended me up. Was that just like a 27? I didn't even get to the 28 that I wanted to shoot to begin with, and I have no idea where a 27 is going to end me. I dropped hole number 1. Hole number 1 came back to haunt me. And I was in a spot where I could have easily recovered and went for it with my Spitfire and failed. All right, that is grim. Yeah, 27. You got to shoot a 28 in order to be at the top. 28 at the top. What did they shoot in their opener? A 27 in their opener. And what did I shoot in my opener? 25. They would have had me. They would have had me even with the 28. So hole number 1 did kill me, though. It probably cost me a banner. Although I will say that somebody's probably going to shoot up there and shoot better than that. But that's how it goes. That's how it rolls. Thanks for watching. That was the weekend round. I don't know that that'll end me up in, like, I have no idea how many people have played here. We're down to the 80s where people haven't finished playing, so it may net me a top 10, but that's maybe. Really need to shoot a 28. That was the goal. Damn it. Didn't. And I didn't meet my goal because I dropped 1 off a minimum score, and you just can't, no matter how many you make up. So it's 24 and shoot a 28. You picked up 2 on a side, and I did. I picked up the 2 on a side. And I picked this one up both times. Excellent. Easy breezy. Thanks for watching. I will catch you on the next one. We'll see how it turns out. And what do we got next week? Next week we have another 9-hole cup. I think they already announced it. the Santa Ventura 9-hole cup. So we'll have to see what Santa Ventura holds for us. I will see you there. Thanks for watching. Stay safe and have a great weekend.